Welcome to the Olympic Village for this clash between South Melbourne and Heidelberg United. Well, this match was originally scheduled to be played back in late April, but unfortunately the match was abandoned after just a few minutes due to that horrendous injury to Harry Noon. Both sides with plenty to play for this afternoon. South Melbourne, well, finals is virtually out of the equation, but there is still a lingering threat of relegation. 3 points or even a point could put that talk to bed. For Heidelberg in their traditional strip today, a chance to wrap up the minor premiership if they can take 3 points. Ganovic's long ball is eventually cut off. Looks like it held up a little bit in the breeze. The conditions don't look it so much at the moment, but they are quite horrific out there for the players. Cold and windy. Howard didn't reach that one and eventually ends up with Katanos out wide on the left. Katanos' right-footed cross goes up into the middle. Konstantinidis meets it. Holding for the moment, South Melbourne. Ellis is lurking. Looking for an option. That one played back into the middle. Chance now, maybe the turn, the shot, and it's gone in. The final touch, I think, to Cahill. It was Schiavo originally with the shot from the edge of the box. He played it in. I think it might have been a deflection. Cahill certainly claiming it. We'll see from the replay here. Schiavo on the edge of the box takes a shot. Well, I say deflection. Maybe give him a little bit of credit there, Tom Cahill. It looks like he quite deliberately stuck his foot in the way to try and flick it. I don't know if he intended to hit it quite that well, but poor old Reganovic, not much he could do about that. Floated across the far post, off the upright. Was that a chance from Ellis? No, cleared off the line and eventually taken by Reganovic. A couple of Heidelberg players, arms up in desperate hope that the referee would pay it, but nothing doing between him and the linesman. And South Melbourne now, well, they've got a bit of a break here, a chance to score on the counter-attack. Wouldn't that be something? Out wide, Matafiotti's got runners in the middle and the referee's blown a foul. Well, I reckon when I first saw that, George Howard didn't look like he did anything to Zara there. He's furious with the referee. I have to say, it really didn't seem like there was much in that. We go back to the replay now. We'll get a look here. Ball played in the header off the crossbar. It was Ellis with an overhead kick. It looks like it's hit Minitel standing on the line. From that angle, hard to tell, but, well, in fairness, Ellis wasn't really celebrating too loudly, and I think they may have got that one right. Now we go on this counter-attack situation. Firstly, what's happened here? Well, Heidelberg players have crashed into each other. That's why there was no foul initially. Ball flicked on. Howard and Matafiotti running, and, well, Zara initiates the contact with Howard, then falls over in the process, and for some unfathomable reason, the referee's given a free kick against him. That is absolutely disappointing for South, and Zara's gotten away with murder there. Down to the left, the skipper Bradley Norton sorely missed last week. The leadership on the park might be what they need. They find themselves behind, but they've looked better in the last few minutes here, South Melbourne. Here's Matafiotti, plays the ball in towards Lujic. That was a nice build-up. Matafiotti's ball looked pretty good. Milos Lujic got in a good position, but just didn't quite get that header on target as he's done so many times. See from the angle here, Matafiotti, that's some really nice footwork. Certainly nimble for a man his size. A pretty good ball too. Lujic, he possibly could have done better with that one. We know he can score those kind of goals. We want to start getting those on target. Petrie delivers the free kick. It goes into the box. It sits up. Another great chance, and it's another one. Heidelberg 2-0, deflected on the way in. Schiavo gets his goal this time. He benefits from the deflection, although in fairness, I think that was definitely goalward bound. We'll see from the replay here. The free kick not dealt with. Schiavo, Johnny on the spot. And yes, it was taken over by Brad Norton in the end, but definitely rolling in. So clearly a goal to the Heidelberg player. Disappointing for South. A couple of chances go begging in Heidelberg. Suddenly up the other end, double their lead. Petrie again. Dangerous position. They nearly scored from here and they've done it again. Well, unbelievable. The first time it was a free kick that fell in the box to their player, and this time an own goal, and I think it's Jake Marshall. He got up in what must be an attempt to clear it, and to be honest, I don't think a striker could hope to do better with that one. Straight into the bottom corner. You have to feel for Nikola Reganovic. What else is he supposed to do with that? Clever little flick there to Ellis. They're really piling on the pain at the moment, Heidelberg. I think they can feel that Premier's plate in their hand, and they might be dangerous here. The shot by Ellis. He got the 1-2 from his teammate Zara there, and he fired that one in. Reganovic, that's a super save in the end, because we see from the replay here, Ellis had curled this pretty nicely, done about as well as he could hope to. Reganovic, good reflexes, alert to that, and saves South from more damage in this game. The free kick floats up long. Howard with the clearance, although Katanos might get another chance here, and it's 4-0. And I think it's fair to say that Heidelberg are heading towards 3 points in this game. They might have just done enough in the first 45 minutes to wrap up this result. A beautiful finish there by Katanos. He just found enough time and space to know exactly what he wanted to do, and I don't think he could have hit that much better. right into the corner. Raganovic can do nothing but watch, and South Melbourne, a shambolic finish to the first half. Montefiore losing at that time, but Foschini in the way in the middle. An opportunity maybe on the far side. The pass a little ordinary though to Minitel, and they're going to come away with it here, Heidelberg. Schiavo on the counter-attack. He's got numbers in the middle. He goes in towards Cahill. It might be a chance, another one for the striker. No, he went to ground in the challenge there. The pressure from Luke Adams, and just enough to keep him from scoring. Left-hand side to Montefiore. Had a couple of nice crosses, good moments in the first half. That's another good ball there for Lujic. Off balance, gets his boot to it, but not able to control it or bring it down or get the shot on target. Showing appreciation to the hard-working Montefiore out there. That's a clever flick. Lujic might get through here. He doesn't. Although a chance now, Montefiore. Was he brought down? Is that a penalty? No, says the referee. Well, he had a good look at it. A couple of half shouts from the South Melbourne players, but the ref very quick to wave that one away. And Heidelberg, can they make South suffer more here? A chance through, one-on-one, wonderful opportunity, and Raganovic comes out and closes it down quickly. He's done nicely to keep South from copping more in this game. He's probably hoping his defenders and strikers can repay him with a couple up the other end. Throw floats across. Here's Makech fresh on Schroen, and that's 4-1. South Melbourne hit back. Beautiful finish by Marcus Schroen, the in-form attacking midfielder, linking up with the other substitute, Ndumba Makech there. A couple of substitutions made and almost immediate impact as they link up for their first goal here, South Melbourne. The throw, Makech, good strength. He does great body work for a player his size. Schroen comes in, and he loves that situation. Blasts into the back of the net. We see Theodorides there. Well, he's got a 3-goal advantage still, but not giving anything up to his South opponents. Bit of clever gamesmanship from him there, and maybe something to salvage for the game for South. Ellis and Katanos, both dangerous from this position. The Ellis on the left, and it's cleared by Raganovic, eventually away. Bit of an awkward-looking save. He had to get down low and scoop that one out. Threat not abated here just yet as Heidelberg play a chance in, looking for Cahill. Couple of half shouts. I don't think anyone's too interested. In fact, it's been offside called there by the linesman. Well, let's see this free kick here. It's fair to say Raganovic may have seen it late. It was low, it was hard, it was just in front of him. In truth, he's done pretty well to scoop it out like that. Can't be taken from this left side. Delivered, swinging in. It's bobbling around. It sits. It's gone over. I think it's a goal. Yes, it is. Linesman's flag is up. South Melbourne have a second just a few minutes after their first. You never know. Stranger things have happened in this game of ours. Monopolists this time on the scoreboard. They've looked so much better in this second half, South Melbourne. You have to wonder where this was in the first 45. Correct decision paid there. It was clearly over the line. Ellis trying his best to scoop it out. Linesman had no hesitation. Well, Monopolist just got a little bit of space at the back post. It might have been a little bit fortunate, bobbled through a few sets of legs, and Lee Monopolist knew straight away that he put that on target. Desperate effort from Sean Ellis, not quite enough. Throw taken quickly by Marshall. Not bad with the long throw. Monopolist. Still here, Minitel. Minitel shot dipping. Dipping a bit too late there, Ollie Minitel, but they're starting to worry the Heidelberg defence just a little here, South. Cleared and dealt with for the moment, but South Melbourne have all the numbers around the ball and starting to show because Minitel coming forward, doesn't pull the trigger, he's brought down though, a free kick will be taken, and once again, just a little bit shaky, that Premier's plate, they've got one hand on it, but South Melbourne on the charge and still with time. Schroen delivers the free kick, straight into the wall, Foschini edge of the box, tries to put it back in and charge down, wants an option. Clever turn there by Foschini, but unfortunately running out of space. And South Melbourne just feeling that the chance is going to come. It has to be taken pretty soon. One here would really make stoppage time very interesting. Here's Ndumba Makech, plays it in low. Oh, Montefiore, time and space for the shot, decides to pass and passes it straight out. And that should have been 4-3 there. A golden chance squandered. Well, I'm not sure if he just didn't have the confidence to shoot. He turned onto the left. He seemed like he'd done it so nicely. He did have bodies in the way. He opted for Monopolis, and I'm not really sure why, to be honest. I mean, in fairness, Monopolis did have space, but he couldn't complete the pass. I'm not sure if they just didn't communicate there. Fair to say that was a glorious chance wasted. We're in the death throes of this game now, protecting their 2-goal lead, Heidelberg, and there it is. The whistle is blown. Heidelberg, the minor premiers for 2018. A bitterly disappointing result for South Melbourne. They were excellent in the second half, but they were really poor in the first half, and in the end, the result shows.
I've got the gaffer here with me, Tenga. Obviously, disappointment at the result, but let's start with a positive, and that's to say after half-time, the boys made a bit of a statement, got back into the game, so something to take out of it, but overall, what's the reaction?
Look, I'm very disappointed at the way we started. First half for me was way too many errors. Not for this team anyway. Not good enough for a squad like this to be making fundamental errors and simple things that like man marking and positioning. Came into the change room. Look, it was what it was. Had a chat to the boys. I said, look, we've got to come out, change the format a bit. We went back to our diamond. And a couple of fresh legs, Marcus coming on and Dumba, and positive reaction, and got a couple of goals behind us. If Pep had finished that last one with 10 minutes to go, you never know, it could have been a different ball game, but it is what it is. We still haven't finished our mission, still got 2 games to go. We'll need at least a point or maybe a win to secure a position.
That leads us to the next question. And Avondale and Port Melbourne, neither of them are bad sides at all, both heading for finals this year.
Right.
That said, we've matched it with top teams throughout the year as well. We've knocked off Bentley, we've had a win against the Knights, who are in contention for finals as well. So it's not as if we play badly against good sides. So does that give you a sense of confidence that the players tend to live for the big occasions?
Well, I was actually hoping that today. In saying that, I'm going to make a few changes next week with Avondale. I'm going to play a little bit more attacking. I believe in the boys. I think that we might come out with something next week. I'm hoping we will. I'm going to work hard on them again this week. And in saying that, their attitude, and they've been positive, especially at training and around the club room, and that they've been very positive. It's not like the momentum's down or the boys have lost their attitude or the belief. Today, I don't know what happened in the first half.
Eye on the matches with involving Green Gully, Kingston and Hume over the next couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, look, it's a hard one. I think we're all going to be fighting for that. Keep away from that playoff spot. In my view, I think that Kingston might be right. They'll be right. I think between Hume and Green Gully, that'll be a battle. I think the loser out of that game, because they're playing themselves next week, is it, or the week after?
Yeah, Gully and Hume next week, and then I think it's Kingston and Gully to finish. So
yeah, so look, it'll be interesting, but every one of those teams can beat each other, and there's no doubt that they can pull the points away. I couldn't pick right this moment as to who's the one's going to be in trouble, and that's putting us in that predicament as well. My job is to focus on this week, get the points, and then go to Port Melbourne with a bit of an ease. You know what I mean?
Well, Tanga, we'll leave it on that one because I think that's what we all want to focus on. So good luck in the preparation for next week, and hopefully we can get the result that makes us feel a bit more secure on the final day.
I'm hoping we have a chat next Sunday and we've got a smile on our head. Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate it.